today I'm going to be showing you guys my laundry routine. I have like laundry in every single one of the stages, so I figured that was a great time to show you guys how I do laundry in the tiny house. So first, my laundry bin is this 7.5-gallon trash can. I prefer the smaller size because I found that when I got a bigger one, I would fill it up, and then it would take me multiple loads in the washer because the washer is not the size of a normal one. It's a washer-dryer combo, so it's a lot smaller. And then I had to do more loads, and it just became a hassle. So I got the smaller one so that I'm doing laundry more often, and I don't have to worry about that problem. So this is the size of the laundry machine. It's not big. Yeah. So I'm gonna fill it. So that's a pretty like low load of laundry to do, but it works. And I've started. No, oh, you can help mommy? Okay, you can help mommy. I've started doing this thing where I add a little bit of the laundry detergent directly into the drum because I was finding that my clothes wasn't getting very clean. And we're gonna have Boss help us. You can put the laundry in for mommy. Just sprinkle some of that on there. Awesome. Thanks, Boss. Thank you. No. Thank you. Okay, and go ahead and... Okay. I'm going to go ahead and close that. Don't mind that. She just likes to play on it. So it's closed. Yay. And then I add the rest of the detergent in here. Into the detergent thing. It's gross. Don't judge me. I use Tide because we cloth diaper it, and that was the best for that. These are the settings. So we're gonna turn it on. The knobs are gone because Boss likes to mess with it. Since my... Actually, I'll explain all that later. We're gonna run it on cold. We're going to do a heavy load because when I use the regular one, it messes up. And then we're gonna press start. Voila! Oh, we're going to also make sure that the dry time is off. And I will explain that later as well. And then what we have here is my drying rack. I've been using it for almost a year now. I got the Extendo one from Walmart. So that's like, you know, small, big. Okay, it's not the right here, but small, big. And then it just like breaks down easy for storage. And the reason why I use a drying rack, even though I have a washer-dryer combo, shall be explained later. And then that typically just fits right in there in my living room. It looks messy now, but it's always like this. What am I saying? I'm a toddler. Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. If you're watching, then you already know this is a laundry routine video. I am so sorry that I haven't been here in like 2 weeks. I had a couple of videos planned, and they just need to be edited on my computer, and Boss Baby got hold of the SD card and it is now missing. And so I haven't found it yet, but when I do, I will upload the videos. I think one of them was I got a new water filter and I wanted to show you guys and give a review on it. I'm not going to tell you what, although if you follow me on Instagram you already know. If not, surprise! Once I find it though, I will totally upload them. If I don't find them in like a month, then I will just have to make a video on it. But yes, I'm doing laundry, and in this video I've been saying, like, I'll explain this later, just because it's easier to do it all in one sitting with my, my head. And it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm in jammies, but they're pink jammies, and red pants that you can't see, but whatever. So the first thing that I said that I would explain later is the fact that I leave my clothes on the water. I leave it on cold. So I do have a tankless hot water heater, which means I don't have any water tanks on my tiny house. Like, therefore, I could not be off-grid at all for multiple reasons, but that's one of them. And that's because I knew that I was never going to be off-grid in this home. Like, I thought about it in the beginning, like everyone does. Like, it's such like a great idea, like, go tiny, go off the grid, never have to worry about bills. Well, at least not utility bills, but to put the amount of solar panels on my tiny house that I would need to keep everything running and be able to have everything plugged in if I wanted to would have costed me an extra 10 grand minimum. That wasn't gonna happen. I was like already at my max budget pretty much, and another 10 grand was out of the question. Minimum. This was just like my guesstimating. This wasn't even like the builder told me, so I wonder what it really would have been. And once that went out the window, I was like, well, there's just no point in me even bothering with like a gray water tank or a black water tank if I really don't need them. And so I have no tanks. I have a tankless hot water heater, and it's not an electric one, it is a propane one. So I have a propane tank hooked up outside, and as long as there's propane in it, I have hot water on demand forever. Because of this, I only use my hot water if we're taking a shower, because propane is like 20 bucks a refill, 20 on a good day. Sometimes it's like $30 depending on what gas station you go to. They're heavy and it's so cumbersome to just get them refilled, especially with me. I'm like 86 pounds. I have no muscles. I don't really like dirt, and like it's in like some dirt up there, so I hate to change it, and I like have to get a wrench out and everything. It's awful. So I try to change it as least as possible. And I know a lot of tiny houses that do propane. We do like a 2-tank system. So when one tank is hooked up, the other tank is full. When that tank is finished, we take it off, we put the full one on, get that one refilled. So you're never really out of hot water unless you forget to get it refilled. She's potty training, so if you see me just like run off camera, it's because I'm taking her to the potty. You pee in potty? She don't gotta go. Anywho, and so I don't like to waste propane on clothes. And I thought about, in the beginning, especially since I cloth diapered, I did a trial to see how much propane would last us if we washed in hot and warm water. And normally, now that I live by myself with no grown man, now that it's just me and Boss, a propane tank will last us over a month, like a month and a half. If I were to wash our clothes with hot water, hot or warm water, our propane tank lasts us not even a month. Not I, said Alexis. And so if you do cloth diapers, they tell you to wash with warm. I've washed with cold her whole time, and I had no problems with the diapers. They still get clean. Some might say they don't, but her mom says otherwise. So yes, I only wash with cold water. And now that we're out of diapers, it doesn't even matter. And then 2, I talked about turning the dryer setter off so that the automatic dry doesn't come on. And I showed you guys my beautiful drying rack. And I don't know anyone else in my tiny house community that's had this problem with their washer dryer combo, but I have been online for this problem, so I know that I'm not the only one because I've seen troubleshooting methods. I have a Splendide, and my dryer will come on and it will work for a couple minutes and then it will stop. Like, it'll sound like it's working, but it won't. It's not turning and nothing is getting hot. And it happens repeatedly, and they said that means that there's lint in it. Y'all, I have taken apart this washer. I've checked the dryer, like the vent out is clear, crystal clear, nothing in it. I went outside, I've cleaned the outside of that, clear. There's like some weird like fill up method you could do with the water to drain it out. Supposedly I've done it all. And it either works or it doesn't work. And I don't know when it's going to work, and so I just stopped using the dryer. And I only use it if I really, really have to, and even then, like, I just have to, fingers crossed, it worked, and it's very annoying. And so, that's number one. And number two, this one really bothers me because anyone who has a washer dryer combo says this. Everyone says it. It's online everywhere. The clothes take forever to dry. But I was like, yeah, but you know, I don't need clothes right away anyways, and I'm sure it'll be fine, and I'm gonna be out all day anyway, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. And it doesn't matter how long it takes because I won't even be home. Y'all, not only does it take forever to dry, it rarely dries the first time around. So you gotta put it on more than once. And so you're just like, why am I here? Why am I here? It's one of the regrets I have of my tiny house is I would have just preferred a separate washer and dryer. This does not happen as separate washer and dryers, and it probably would have saved me money because washer dryer combos are stupid expensive. I mean, they're 2-in-1, so, but it's like 2-in-1, but I have like a smaller drum, so but yes, if you're thinking that you want a washer dryer combo, don't. You're better off. Hold on. Nene, get off the dog. No, you can't stand on the dog like that. Nene, you can't stand on the like that. Don't let her stand on like that. That wasn't nice. I apologize. It was harder to stop it. Anywho, you pee pee in the potty? I bet you guys missed these videos. She's kicking the broom. Anywho, yes, if you're thinking about getting a washer dryer combo, don't get a washer and air dry. It'll save you $500 to $600, or just get I'm sure they make stackable ones now for tiny houses. Like, I don't know if they're specifically for tiny houses, but I know they make smaller size stackable ones. Honestly, just find the space for that, or like find a space to keep a washer dryer. Even if you have to keep like a dryer in your loft, like, y'all, anything is better than a washer dryer combo. That's just my opinion, though. And it has nothing to do with the brand. Like, the brand is fine, I think. Or maybe get one of those, like, fancy LG ones. Maybe they work better. I don't know. I just know that in my next house, there will be no washer dryer. Well, I'm back, so I dealt with that pee-pee thing. I don't even remember where I left off. But, yeah. I am not a fan of washer dryer combos. I would not get one. And when people come to me about tiny house advice, I tell them that as well. I prefer no washer dryer combos, even though they sound fun and fancy. They are not fun or fancy. And I know this video probably wasn't the most exciting video. There's only so many tiny house tours I could do, y'all, because the house is only but so big. The bathroom is like the last place I've got left. Just have to wait on my sister to help me film because it's really hard and not as much fun to film a tour by yourself. But I also think that it's very important to share like the reality of tiny living, right? If you follow me on Instagram, on my Instagram page at This Tiny Journey, you will see my house is a mess. I show everyone the mess in my house, no shame, and I will show you like I paid $1,100 to $1,200 for a washer dryer combo, and I still have the $25 drying rack from Walmart. You know, this is the reality. Not all the decisions we made in our tiny house were perfect from the get-go. And if more people share their tiny stories, then, you know, less people have these problems. So, all those tiny stories you see about the drying times on washer dryer combos, believe them. And I don't even have like the there's like a one that's like, where there's like vented and not vented. One of the ones doesn't even use like heat, it just like tumbles in until it dries. I don't even have that one. Mine uses heat, alright? That thing would be hot. And it's still awful. And then like my clothes don't always come out so clean. Like it's trial and error with the washer dryer combo anyways. And so yes, that's really it today. If there's any questions that you guys have or any like thing specific that you want to see, feel free to leave it in the comments. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. I try to share aspects of my life, but I also don't want it to be too boring. But in reality, y'all, I'm a mom all day. Like, I don't really do much.
Bobby?
No, Bobby, I'm in the middle of something.
Okay.
She's fine. Okay, no baby. Thank you so much for watching. Say bye-bye. She's so confused. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a great week, and I'm going to do way better at keeping my SD card away from the toddler. Okay. And 2, updating regularly. I'm trying to update weekly. And I'm trying to do more cooking videos, but there's just so many aspects of cooking, like video recording me in the kitchen. It's just so much work. But I'll do it because I love sharing my life, and yeah. Hope y'all have a great week. Blessed be.